With 10.1 PTR in the midst of M+ and raid testing, some early trinkets that are doing really well for Havoc Demon Hunter have started to come to the forefront, and today I'm going to talk about some of the trinkets that are performing really well on the 10.1 PTR. So before we get into the trinkets, there's a little caveat I do want to say, and that is that not everything is testable on PTR right now. So the trinkets from the old dungeons are not testable. Realistically, the only one that really matters from the old dungeons is Harlan's Loaded Dice, although I don't think that will end up being one of the best options overall for us. It is there. It's still an alright trinket if you don't have everything else, so keep that in mind. Now, we're going to get into it now. There are a few trinkets I want to show you guys. Of course, if you enjoy the content, drop a like, drop a comment down below which one your favorite is. Hit the sub as well. Double check you're subscribed. Sometimes YouTube will recommend my content and you're not actually subscribed, so just keep that in mind. But with that out of the way, I will show you the best single target ones that are doing really well. Then we'll do some AOE ones and we'll do some alternatives. So the best two right now for single target are looking to be Seething Black Dragon Scale and Dragonfire Bomb Dispenser. So Seething Black Dragon Scale is a trinket, a rare drop from the very first boss of the raid, Kazara. Basically, it's an equip. The on use is pretty situational and just kind of flavor, so I won't really cover it. But the equip is your attacks and abilities have a chance to grant you Dragon Wings, which increase your critical strike by 973 and your leech by 275 for 15 seconds. The on use is just basically you kind of crash to the ground. You like summon a thing that falls below you. Unsure will that will ever be useful, but I guess like on like Raz, but I don't know if we'll have another falling boss, but it's there. This trinket, however, at the moment also gives haste. Unsure if that's going to go live, unsure what that's going to be like, but it does give haste relatively equal to the critical strike, so do keep that in mind. I think even without the haste, though, it will be pretty strong. So this one's very good from the first boss, has pretty high uptime, roughly 30 to 50% in longer pulls. We'll see when I get into some of the testing we'll do. The next one is Dragonfire Bomb Dispenser. This is from Zaskarn, the trap boss. I think it's the 6th boss. Not fully sure. I don't remember. But this one is an on use. You stick a bomb to the target that blows up for 86,000 fire damage after 7 seconds. If the target dies, then you deal 72,000 split between all enemies within 10 yards. You would have a maximum of 3 bombs at a time. And the trinket has a 30-second cooldown. So you have 3 bombs on it. You can throw them out, and a bomb will recharge every 30 seconds. However, on top of that, whenever you critically strike 60 times, you get a basically another bomb charge. So you build these stacks every time you crit. Now, there is a bit of an ICD on the crit, so I-Beam doesn't just generate like 20 to 25 stacks, and you can't just like Immolation Aura and AOE and build a bunch. But the more often you crit, the better this thing will be for you, because the more bombs you actually build. This trinket used to be 30 critical strikes and used to deal a little bit more damage. So this is actually a post-nerf. I wouldn't be surprised to see it nerfed again, though, as you'll see when we get into testing. So with the kind of rundown out of the way, let's jump onto this little target dummy here, and I'll show you guys a bit of a breakdown of what it looks like. So I'll swap this over to buff uptime. I actually can do it right instead of. So we will do buff uptime. So I'll show you after. I don't know what that was. So we'll go in here. We'll do start off with this. Throw out a bomb. Hunt in. Immolation Aura, rush through here, I-Beam. Now the thing with the bombs as well is they're actually off GCD, so you can use them while using other abilities. So I'm going to meta here, I'm going to Death Sweep, go throw another bomb. So I actually use that during my Death Sweep animation. And yeah, the animation for Death Sweep is a little deceitful. You can definitely use stuff outside of it. But I was able to use the bomb while still in combat and doing my actual like GCD. So I'll try and get it here where I'll use an ability and then almost immediately use another bomb. We'll Death Sweep and then right away throw the bomb out. So you can see it actually does go through while I'm actually in the Death Sweep animation. So that's pretty cool. I'm pretty sure you're going to want to start with bomb on pull just so you can get the charges rolling because it's just so strong. We'll go for about a minute here. So you can see here too, I have little fiery dragon wings. That's the other trinket. So I have the crit buff up right now. So my crits should do a nice good chunk of damage. Now this is with the new tier set and with the poor gear we get on PTR, the unoptimized gear and all that stuff. So don't read too much into the DPS right now. Lots of things are being weird. Oh, we just got another bomb charge there too. So we'll get 2 bombs. We'll end off, once meta drops, we will stop the little test here, and I'll show you guys the damage breakdown and buff up time. But the bombs are going to be really, really powerful. They're looking to be very strong, especially on a class like us with lots of small crits. It's like how Winds of Winter was a bit. All right, so that's all done. So we'll go over here and see I almost have a bomb up too. So if we go into my damage breakdown, boop, that's Dragonfire bomb dispenser.
Now that's a lot of damage.
And this is at poor item level. 415 is like normal, I think. Off the top of my head, I'm pretty sure this is a normal trinket. So it doing this much damage for a normal trinket, once this loads, is absolutely insane. So that's 5 casts, 6 hits. It crit half the time, so it being able to crit is a big deal. Lots of trinkets can crit, but because this trinket specifically does crit, it means it benefits from Know Your Enemy, which means we absolutely love it. So this trinket, very, very strong. You'll see when we go to like an AOE 1-2 with the other trinket that's really good, that it's still really strong in AOE. So important to keep in mind here, just looking at how much damage that does. That is crazy. It scales more with crit, scales more with more targets as well. You can funnel more bombs in. That's very, very good. Look at our buff uptime. Here we can see that Seething Flight had about a minute even of uptime, so that's 65.8% uptime, which is actually really, really good. So that's a really high uptime of the haste and the crit buff. Now, even without the haste component, I do think this trinket will still be very strong. We can go melee this target, see if we can proc it, and show you guys that my haste increases too. If we don't, we don't, but whatever. So there we go. So my haste actually went up a bit there too. I have 14% right now. I click this off, I go down to 9%. So that's just a little proof there that I still get like about 5%. Again, these trinkets are both on normal eye level with the current gear I have. This is just what's available on PTR. My gear is also really bad because of just the stats that are available on all these things on PTR and their eye level and yada yada yada. But these trinket is looking really, really good for single target. Now there is another trinket for AoE. I'm going to wait till all my cooldowns come back and then we'll talk about that one. Alright, so everything is off cooldown, and here is the next trinket. So in AoE right now, what's been performing really well, actually, also this is crazy that Shadow Priest does this, whatever that is. But what's performing well in AoE has been Bomb, again, from Ziskarn, 6th boss, Bomb boss, whatever, and Beacon to the Beyond. Now this drops from the last boss. It's an on-use trinket with Mastery as its stat, which is very, very good for us. On use, you briefly open a pair of gates to the void to redirect the orbit of Anshul, the Cosmic Wanderer. No idea what that is in lore. I don't think it's ever been mentioned before. Pretty sure it's like a moon or something. But you redirect it through your target, dealing 357,000 cosmic damage split between all nearby enemies, and the damage is increased for each enemy struck up to 5 enemies. So this does a lot of damage. Now it drops in the final boss. It'll be higher eye level than it is right now. 415 is, I think, the lowest for normal. Could be wrong there, but I'm pretty sure it's the 415 is the lowest for normal. So even a normal trinket of this would be 424, I believe, because it's from the final boss. So this is already like not even a possible trinket to get in this scenario. But even with this trinket does so much damage. So I'm gonna re-up my buffs so I have more crit, so I can like be accurate for you guys. And I'll just go into like a standard AoE rotation. I actually forgot to change my talents, so let me change those real quick here. Now, while I'm changing my talents, there's actually another interesting thing. I'm not sure. I don't think this will end up being good, but with the bombs, it's actually possible we end up wanting to take Aura of Pain potentially for that increased crit chance. That could be a meme that I just thought of in the moment. We'll have to see whenever sims come out and all that stuff. But if the crit chance is conducive enough to get us more bomb procs, and our Fury is good enough with our tier set, because they did buff it. It's not a good tier set, but it's buffed at least, I guess. Then we can see what's going on. Maybe we end up doing that. Bro, what? I don't know what this Shadow Priest thing is, but that looks sick as hell. Like, what is that? Is that their tier set? I don't know what the tier set. No, they have their old tier set on. I don't know what that is, but that looks sick. Anyways, let's go into it. So we're gonna try and do the full rotation here. Now I am using 2 on use, so you know it will work a little counterintuitive, but like whatever. So let me just reset here. Oh, Sigil of Flame, and then we're gonna rip our trinket right as we have the crit buff. We'll walk in, run out, throw glaive, hunt, drop Sigil of Misery, high beam, backflip, essence break, death sweep, death sweep, rush again, glaive, high beam, and we'll just keep going. We'll do it in about a minute and a bit like the other one. Now the big downside for this trinket orientation is that you do end up losing out on some bomb charges at the very beginning because, of course, you know, things could put on a slight cooldown whenever you use bomb. Very interesting for bomb is that bomb actually only puts trinkets on a 4-second CD. So I think my opener might have been incorrect. I think it might be better in the future to do bomb into Anshul, the other one. Like you pre-pull bomb, then bomb doesn't do any damage for like, I don't even know how many seconds, like 7 seconds or something. So it might actually end up being better to pre-pull with bomb, and then like 2 seconds in, you use the Anshul thing, and then you end up doing like, I don't know, like a bomb halfway through or whatever. I don't know. It might be a little better to do that, but just doing this damage here, we'll wait till we get one more bomb charge, just because I think that's what I did for the other one. So it'll be a little bit consistent here. Flip this, throw this out here, do this, let our animation aura blow up, and then we will piece out of here and we will look at the damage breakdown, and you guys will be really shocked at the trinket stuff. So we'll pop it out here. Now Rage Fire is going to be inflated because everything lived the whole time, but one cast of my Anshul did so much damage. So it crit on 4 of the targets, which is great. You want that. It hit 1 normally. And you can see that one cast did 1.28 million damage. Now that is roughly, I think it was like 255,000 DPS in the moment, which is crazy for one thing. Now it does have a cast time, whatever, but this one trinket doing that much damage is insane. Obviously my numbers are a bit inflated here because I was on 5 targets permanently. Bomb dispenser is still very strong, even in AoE. The further we would have gone, the more damage this would have done. I do think it might be correct to, like I was mentioning, throw the bomb out first, but either way, this is a very strong trinket combo. The trinkets together accounted for about 11% of my damage, and they're at very low eye level. This one's below what it could even be. I think this one is too. I think the bottom floor for bomb dispenser would probably be 421 because this card is later. I guess like LFR or something, but both these are below where they should be. My stats are bad because of weird tier, and I don't even have my good ring right now. So definitely not the best character to show right now because I haven't transported him over, whatever. But I hope that gives a good little idea of what trinkets are looking really good. Beacon of the Beyond looks crazy. Bomb looks crazy. The crit uptime looks really crazy. Now, there's a few other trinkets I want to quickly mention. So the Idol of Chaotic Arrogance is the trinket from the second last boss. Basically, your area of effect spells and abilities have a chance to grant you roughly 3,000 agility, but also increase damage you take by 5% for 12 seconds. And it is a crit stick, so it gives you crit. Now, on paper, I think this looks really good, but from my testing, from others' testing, the proc chance is just so low. I don't think it's worth it. I don't think it ends up out DPSing Beacon of the Beyond or Bomb. So I do think this, for right now, won't end up being that good. We'll see what happens down the line, but the proc chance is just really, really low. You can go for 6 minutes, have it proc like twice or 3 times. I think I did a test earlier for 2 minutes and didn't even get it to proc once. So it's very RNG on if it procs or not, very feast or famine. So while it's like that, I don't think it'll be that good. There's also, this doesn't have a name yet, but it's from the, I'm pretty sure from like the council boss. You can check right now. I actually don't even know. Raids, Aberish. I think it's from Forgotten Experiments. Yeah, it's from Forgotten Experiments. So it's this one right here. Resonant power with the power of your sworn Dragonflight, granting you 590 secondary stat. Then allies from a different flight give you 65 of their stat. So basically, you have 5 people with this. There are 5 Dragonflight Oath Stones, and you're going to get your primary Oath Stone you swear to, and then a minor amount of the other Oath Stones. There are 5 of them. I think I'm sworn to black right now. Yeah, so the black one actually gives you all secondary stats by a minor amount instead of the large amount that the big one does. Bronze gives you haste, blue gives you mastery, red gives you versatility, and I couldn't actually use the green, like I couldn't use it at the green stone, wouldn't let me. I didn't think I was at one, but I'm assuming that means green gives you crit, so we want the crit one, obviously. Just so the bronze oath stone is here, down by Storm's Fury. The blue one, the green one's over here, the blue one is down here, and then the red one is up about here, and the black one's over here. So they're all over the place, so hopefully this doesn't actually come up being good and we have to swap. But that's that trinket. Could be okay for stat wise, for crit stick if this one gets fixed. but I think even using a Beacon of the Beyond in single target might be better than that. We don't have Sims yet, but whatever. There's a few dungeon trinkets too that could be good. Again, we don't have access to Harlan's loaded dice. I'll throw an image up on screen of what that looks like. That could be good for us as a passive stat stick. In terms of active trinkets, Iridius Fragment, you guys know this one already. You use it, you gain a bunch of agility. So this would just be like Box, except we'd use it, so there's no cast time, right? So you just use it, and then you'd go into combat, and whatever. And the other one is Homeland Raid Horn. Actually, I'm going to equip this one. So this one's been doing really well, like damage-wise. I don't think it'll end up being good. Actually, they might have honestly nerfed it a bit. We'll have to see in my little test here. But 2-minute cooldown. It's an on-use. You call on the dwarves to rain down fire at your location, dealing 19,000 fire damage split between you and all enemies over 3 seconds. And then it deals increased damage for each target struck up to 5. So you pop this, and you basically kite these little raining fires in a little circle. I'll show you this one, and then so we're going to combat here. Oh, pop it, and then I gotta kind of stutter step these around here. So that's that trinket. It doesn't honestly do that much damage. You can see it's a lot less than my bomb. Can't crit, but you know it's kind of hard to hit everything, especially because the circles are so big. You probably don't want to end up getting hit by it because you actually split the damage you deal. So it can be strong with a little bit of a risk there. And then the rest of them I honestly don't think are anything worthwhile to write home about. Nothing else from the raid really is that good. I don't think the anvil, there's like this trinket, Elemental and Pocket Anvil, which can cause your Chaos Strikes to deal an extra like 34,000 Shadow Flame on hit. Don't know if that one, I don't think that will end up being better than Bomb or and Shul unless there's nerfs, or Bomb and Seething Black Dragon Scale, but it's there, it's an option. Maybe for another class, like, I don't know, like Rogue. We use Chaos Strike a lot, but I think there's classes that use their spenders more. This could be better for, you know, hey, but I'm not an expert in those other classes. But that's just kind of like an early little preview of what trinkets have been performing well. Bomb and Shul, Bomb, Dispenser, Beacon of the Beyond, and then Seething Black Dragon Scale are really the three front runners right now for being really good. Don't know how things are going to go live. We're still a little far out, but I'll have an updated kind of Havoc guide for Season 2. And in that guide, I'll talk about biz trinkets and stuff. But that is a quick little look, a little preview of what's been performing well for people on the PTR. I'll give you guys a little primer for what to expect coming in 10.1. Again, things can change, but if they do change, I will obviously let you know. So that is it for today's video. If you liked it, leave a like down below. Drop a comment. Which trinket are you excited for? Which one do you think looks cool? Which one maybe you don't like? Let me know. Chime off down there. And if you did enjoy it, drop a sub. Again, double check your sub. YouTube might recommend me, but you're not actually subbed to me. And if you really enjoyed it, consider becoming a channel member. Links in the description. Ton of cool perks, emotes, special giveaways, more videos, access to a ton of cool stuff. Help me make more content as well. So with that, I will let you guys off the hook here. Hope you had a great Easter weekend if you celebrate Easter, and hope you're having a great rest of your day. Catch you guys next time. Peace. A big shout out to my YouTube channel members, Dimmy Dam and Flapjack67. Your guys' support has really helped me make these videos as good as I can. If you're looking to support me and help me make more videos and better videos, then click the link in the description below to learn more about channel membership and get a ton of sweet perks while you help me make this channel as great as it can. Thank you.